right, yins guys. I'm going to try to do a video which is a little hard to do this in a camera on your own, if you can see it, but it goes hand in hand with trying to do that scorpion stretch while you're down on the floor, and different ones where you're trying to stretch that leg back up, stretch that thigh, which I need to work on more myself. I was doing some in videos, but to be able to do a front split, you can't get that foot all the way back. And I do some of this, and you don't want to throw that hip out of joint or anything like that. So if you feel anything kind of not right, or that you could be ripping something, you just back right out of it. But this is one of the things that I do, but I'm going to go ahead and try to do it in a video and show you the best I can, even though it looks kind of boring. I see other people showing it in videos, but from a camera angle, I'm doing this by myself without anybody turning the camera, but I'm going to do my best. But anyway, to see in this angle, I mean, see people doing a lot of this, and it's always have a wall or something that you can balance yourself, you know, and as long as you have one hand there, or you can even put a shoulder against the wall. But like a lot of this, because you're stretching that out, then to get that leg to get kind of back, like if you're trying to do a front split, even if you do too much of this, there's a point where, you know, if you try to go far too fast, you know, you're going to fuck up that hip joint and all that. You know, you don't want to do any permanent injury either. But then you can gradually go into the other hand here, holding it with both hands. But this view, it's kind of boring here. Try to show you like this. Well, this is why I do this in boots too, because it's easier to hold your feet down on the ground. You got boots to grab onto it. And if you're a woman too, you see a lot of the sports cheerleaders. It's fun to watch them in boots too, doing this stuff. So why not work out in boots? If you're wearing steel-toe work boots, or you're a woman, you're wearing some fashionable boots. Yeah, nothing wrong with, why you don't have to have tennis shoes to do everything. And that's why a lot of us could do boots, and I do this in those occupations I do. But plus, you're more stable, you got something to grab onto. And you notice, like some of us, especially me, you can balance way longer on one foot than the other. But then, you know, I'm showing you this, but then I'm trying to show you for what it looks in the back too. So you can get the idea of holding both hands. And say my right foot kind of almost wants to go kind of crooked some way. So when you pay special attention to my right foot, doing some of the different other stretches in my videos, and it straightens it right out, but I got to keep upward. Injured ankle and a foot twisted so many times, the right leg, riding the bike, stopping myself different kind of ways, and all that. So I'm not going to bore you with that. But okay, so now that I showed you that, there's another trick I like to do. Use a wall, especially if I wanted to eventually do what a video with my girlfriend helping me, where I hold onto her waist like the cheerleaders do, hold onto her waist and have her pull my leg back up. I've been meaning to get around to do a video like that, but for now, I'm just a one-man band here most of the time, so we're gonna use this wall, venture into doing like this, and step your foot on the wall, you know you do that. Okay, so now we're gonna go like this. We're gonna have our foot like here against the wall. We're gonna pull our weight right up like that against it, and go like that. Try to put your head back and touch the wall with your head. If you can't get your arms back like this, something you can hold on to, or just, this happens to be a doorway here, but go like this. You're going to be feeling it in here, and you're going to be feeling it in parts of your waist and your back. And then you try to go straight back, but then try to go raise your hands up, hold on maybe, and try to raise this one arm. Well, you can't see too much in the camera, but try to touch the top of the wall with your hands. And if you start feeling anything in your knee, back right out of it and try it again. They say no pain, no gain, but if you feel anything like in your knees or anything in your hip that it's not like a muscle or anything, especially like that, if you're going to ruin a knee or a hip joint or something, but you got to watch you can rip any kind of tendons though too. Just go into it and then back out. Okay, I'll go like this. My toe, that's why I like to use boots. Watch out that you don't max when your foot is being pulled, that you can, you know how the foot goes like this, you can be feeling and straining that foot and rip something in there too. But go like that, put your weight down, and then, put your weight into it. Try to raise your arms up. Try to go like this. Well, way my hands are doing, you can't see in the camera too well. I'm trying to emphasize what the foot should go. And don't worry right away how it looks, but you're putting that thigh like that. And it's going to start when you do another video, or if you see yourself, take a picture of yourself, it's going to look better than the last one. But you got to be careful, too. But like I said, I got a lot of work to do in the front splits. I can get myself all the way forward touching the floor, but the back of the leg, I can't get it to go all the way out like this. Some of us, we are limited. My side split in the videos, gradually you go down, 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 more and more. And like within, when I use the whole song in my video, by then starts, when you start using music, you'll see in your video, you'll start going down a little bit. And sometimes the next day, you'll be more flexible. Then the next day, you do the same thing over again. It's almost like you're not as flexible when you start over the next day. Then use a song, use some music again, all over again. By the end of the middle or the end of the song, you'll be almost there. Some of us, that's just the way we are, Maybe we're not all totally cut out to be contortionists or anything, but it'll still improve what you're doing. And then if you have to, you'll be able to kick somebody's face into outer space or whatever, even though you're not as good as half of these people. But a lot of us are falling gradually backwards, where even the littlest things look to other people like they're you look to other people like you're really good at something that you're not. And I do that all the time. I say, I'm not that good. I'm not. And I'm not, eventually you are. But to other people you are. And then people that are better than you, you suck at it. You got to start somewhere,